guys, UnoPro here, back with another video. Now today I'm very excited to show you guys this deck because frankly it's just come out of nowhere with the new patch and the release of Blistering Scorn and become at least top 2 deck in the game. Maybe Kara is still better, but this is an extremely powerful deck that's just risen to popularity just because of how strong Blistering Scorn is. So for those of you who don't know or didn't see the new patch, this card came out with the new patch. It's the monthly season rewards, 3 mana, 3/4 that deals 1 damage to everything when it comes into play. And the reason this card is really good to Magmar, not only does it kind of help with egg morphs from distance or just simply clearing the board or metamorphosis if you're on a controlling build, it's just really good with amplification. And when you can proc amplification easily, it becomes a really good card. You can play this on turn 1 and have a this and this on turn 1 and have a 3 mana 5/7 on turn 1, and it's just so strong. And then you can curve into Tegedi, you have some other threats. So this was no way to share this list. Very strong. I'm currently at rank 1. I've just been grinding up over the last 2 days. I can show you the match history. It's just so good with how powerful this deck is. It just wins games so easily. So 3 flash, it really gives you a lot of explosive power, and we have Wastery Fuel, so really take advantage of this. Hellion Mystique, Young Silthar, pretty standard. Of course the Scorn. Twin Fang is a card that I was skeptical of at first, but with how good it is with Scorn, it's just so much damage, and really suits the aggressive path of this deck. 3 Tegedi, of course. 3 Earthspin. Now this is a card I was a little bit worried about at first because I want to run 3 cards that just heal me in an aggro deck. Well, it turns out when you have Vaath's Bloodborne spell, healing is really good. You just get to hit them in the face every turn and you don't have to worry about getting killed on the return. So it's actually turned out to be pretty good. 3 Egg Morph, basically our only removal in the deck, so nice to have something. 2 Elucidator basically gives the deck a really aggressive run. Obviously you don't want them clogging up your hand as much. They're a little bit subpar compared to Tegedi. And then the 1 Sunsteel Defender is interesting. Works really well with Flash Reincarnation, and it's kind of just it's an extra 4-drop when we don't really want 3 Elucidators. And then the 2 Silver Traces. Now this is the card I've been the most iffy on, but it hasn't really helped that much. I haven't been overly impressed with it, but it's still been decent. It has utility. You can close distance. There's actually a lot of Songhai around, and closing the distance can be really important in that matchup. So I'm going to continue testing it, see if it starts to improve, and try and understand why NoHJ really likes this card in this deck. So we'll see. 3 Sworn Sister Elkine gives us a lot of refuel, so we can really abuse cards like Flash Reincarnation, Amplification, and then the cards that you can't see, Mechanical Warbeast, of course. And there's a Ruby Rifter and a Blood Taurer. Now, the Blood Taurer has been okay, surprisingly. We often get really low because we're trading ourselves with General Heaps, Elucidator, all that kind of thing, so it's actually coming kind of clutch. I'm not a massive fan of it, but it's been okay. And Ruby Rifter is just as a one-of. They're both a one-of, a late game option to kind of refill your hand. So apparently my webcam doesn't work, my audio doesn't work when I take my webcam off, so if you want to see the full deck list, I will hopefully have the link in the description below. So that's basically the list. Nothing too crazy, but a really well put together list by NoHJ. And just to show you guys the power of the deck, I'm rank 1 currently, hopefully climbing the S rank in this video, and this deck just like wins games like so easily. You can just see like nearly every Magmar game's a win. It's just, the deck's just super powerful. So I think Magmar and Kara are definitely the top 2 decks, and NoHJ's put a really well put together list. It's just so powerful. Blistering Scorn was just everything the deck needed. Combos well even with Tegedi. Like you can play Tegedi, Blistering Scorn late game, like kill a 3 HP minion, which is really cool. Alright. So I think I need 2 or 3 games to S rank. I mean, it's been like pretty low amount of wins for S rank, especially this early in the season, so this deck is just really impressive. Seems pretty obvious. This isn't that good against Kara, only against like Primal Shield Masters, and it's too early for this. This can give us some explosion, and we always keep Tegedis. It's not a terrible hand. I may actually end up going double 2-drop just because you have ways to refuel. Less and less these days am I going like double 2-drop turn 1 as going second player, just because you lose cards really fast. With Elkion in hand, you probably keep Flash Reincarnation. Ugh. Does that change my play? Let's go for it. Let's just keep this hand. Because it's a cloaker, we will do it like this. It's obviously awkward, but cloaker can be very annoying. We'll keep this just because it gives us a lot of options to refuel. Flash is still kind of in that phase where it's a pretty good card. One combo I didn't mention, even though it takes 2 cards, Flash Reincarnation, Mercantor, Amplification. It's a 5 mana 6/6 with Frenzy, which is actually really good, even if it takes 3 cards when you're running stuff like Elkion. I mean, Amplification was kind of like always a card that was like close to being good. So Kara is the matchup. Like, I've been doing well against Kara, but I really want to start to see how it goes against like the really good Kara players, like Scientist and Mizulji, and a couple other players, just to see like how it goes, because obviously that's like the most important matchup at the moment, Kara being the strongest deck. Okay. I don't really think I want Elucidator. Like, I could just do this just to clear. Doesn't really seem worth it. I think I may just deny the mana tile here. Definitely doing this. Ooh, I like it a little bit. He's gonna be on Bloodborne spell next turn, and having the mana tile makes those things like really easy. Like, it makes the turn so much better. So I think I just do that, and I don't know. I don't really care about him running against this wall that much, because where does he play his minions then? He's gonna have to need to answer Taygeti anyway, and I can't really just like Flash Reincarnation Taygeti and then place 2 mana, use 2 cards, like basically just to kill a 2/1. So I think I like this. Slow Tracer, maybe that could be okay. Or maybe the next turn is Elkion turn. We'll see. Yeah, so Bob on spell. So now he can only play like 1 minion, which is really, really nice, unless it's Blood Tier, obviously. And if he has removal, I think it's like a bug where like if you Bloodborne spell with Kara, it doesn't show up on here, like the mana. So now he answers. Okay, that's annoying. Because now he can play a 2-drop. So that's probably like the best he could hope for here. Even then, that's not terrible for us. Does he have another Maw? Maw is annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, so I think that's almost like the perfect like sequence of cards you can have, but even then, it's fine. We'll get rid of. Like, it's nice to replace an Elkion, but if I get any other 4-drop, I probably want to play that instead. Is there ever a world where I play this just to get out of Infiltrate Zone? Probably not. Okay. I don't really have any good flash targets now. Okay, I'll play this safe on this thing. Don't want to give him the trade ever. Not the greatest. I do apologize if I think I am lagging a little bit. That's just kind of Australian internet for you, especially my net. But come 22nd of August, that's all going to change. I'm going to have really, really good internet, hopefully, and be able to stream for you guys, which will be awesome. So unfortunately, like we couldn't really punish like the tempo that we had like massively gained, but he's still low on cards. So we're winning kind of like a value game, but Karma is always tricky against them. Replace will be interesting next turn. Like this might not be bad, even though like the effect's not good. Like you just drop an 11. Like if we've already seen like multiple removals, we can just drop an 11/11 in his face. Not be terrible. And now we've like just the fact that we don't have a Mecanto in hand. Like it's still really good. It makes things really awkward for Kara because she wants to play like multiple minions, and playing them like all effectively and around Mecanto can be really awkward. Like maybe not at this stage because she just plays diagonally, but still, like it's just being at 6-man and playing Vaath is a good thing. Is he smoking? We have 3 Earth Spheres in the deck, so we can kind of beat small clients. I don't know if he will. Okay, he might smoke now. Okay, he's not smoking. So I mean, this is like pretty good stuff for him actually. Look, we'll get rid of this. Oh, actually, Twin Fangs are not far ahead enough. We're like, look. Maybe there was better. Play around Dancing Blades. Yeah, so like we can't really stay in range of that. We're getting too low. We have the volley game locked down, so we kind of just need to like it's pretty hard for him to win a volley game. So we just need to avoid dying. We've already seen 1 tiger, so just avoid the damage, get a board going. That's fine. We're out of infiltrate zone, so don't worry about Spirit of the Wild. He really needs like Elkian here, or like 2 tigers in hand. We have triple Earth Sphere in deck though, so good odds to draw into that. I could have kept the second Twins Fang, try and steal a win, but it seemed a bit greedy when we're behind. I wonder if I ever drop the 7/7. I mean, not the 7/7, the 11/11. Probably not. How much damage would Twins Fangs have been? It would have been 4, 8, 16. It would have been pretty good. So he Bloodborne spells second. That's kind of weird. Ooh. That makes me scared of Heart Sister for sure. Or maybe he's just playing to the outs. We'll get rid of it. So like there's Mecanto amplification on the Mecanto. Or we can just egg morph Bloodborne spell. Heal. Yeah, let's do that. It's pretty solid. Guess you might as well avoid a little bit of damage. We're pretty far ahead here. Let's do this. I'm gonna heal myself. Do I have amplification here? Yeah. Also, like we've kind of fallen behind on the value units because you have the Elkian. Like we haven't fallen behind, but it's less clear. But I think we pay for tempo here. It's pretty greedy to use amplification, but he's already used an aspect. And if he doesn't have any more removal, I don't know. It's a 2/4, like it's probably gonna live actually. Maybe we should have saved it. I don't know. We still have 3 cards in hand. Like, I think I play like aggressive decks and duels because that's kind of how like Duelyst is a lot of the time. And then I'm still like a control player at heart, especially from other games. So I'm like, oh, 3 cards in hand. I could have 4, but a lot of the time I probably overreact a bit. And we still have like 2 more Elkyarns in the deck and a Ruby Rifter. Aspect of the Fox is annoying, but not the end of the world. Ugh. That's annoying for sure. Oh, that's like perfect for him. Well, this is actually clear. Do we just do that? Guess we do. We keep Mercantor, just use Mercantor, but it's not a good draw. We really need something. Like, I mean, this is still not terrible. He needs to have like some good answers to this, but I don't know. I feel like were we that far ahead? We weren't really. We were like equal, but we took a lot of early damage, so we had to play a bit, maybe I played a bit too safe, because he went low on cards, and then he had Elkyarn, so I don't know. Hopefully, if you can't pop the artifact, then like Silhouette Tracer is a real big out, and he's giving us draw. Scorn could be alright. Please not double Blood Deal. Okay, he's not even Blood Deal. We got 2 Silhouette Tracers in the deck. We always need to do this. Oh, that's not a good draw. So if I Scorn first, then I get to clear and move forward. If I Scorn second, I save 1 damage on this. We would have played second Blood Tier last time, so yeah, would have had the top deck, and I think we just want it central as we can. Well, I could do it like, I play it like this. Well, actually, the Mercantor dies anyway, so we're at 16. We do just move forward. So he might have targeted. I think if I was him, I would have targeted last turn. So he kind of, like, chances are he needs top deck something to deal with the artifact. And until he does, then well, next turn could be a bit awkward. Like if he doesn't pop it, then this does nothing. It's like a bad thing almost. Oh, well, not always. But Silhouette Tracer isn't out. Okay, so I think that means he's probably popping the artifact. But that's like, if he moves forward, I still wouldn't move forward if I was him. He just wants damage. Oh, top deck quad too. Okay. Why are you moving forward? What? Dancing Blades? I feel like I have to get rid of this just because it gives me more egg morph. Yes. Yeah. So I didn't actually explain it, but one of my main reason for that was actually that egg morph is lethal. Great commentary. Now I just look like a lucky noob who top decked into something he didn't consider. But yeah, I was actually egg morph was my main consideration there. We have like Silhouette Tracer to get us out, and then obviously we can actually just clear on board. Oh, first Magmar room. Alright, it's pretty good. I didn't know I was close to a Magmar ribbon. I just need a Abyssian ribbon now. I thought I'd get a Abyssian before Magmar, though I guess I've played like a decent amount this season. Alright, so we beat the Kara. I think that's a pretty decent matchup. Yeah, it's kind of hard because like I've been laddering this season with Kara and Vaath because I think they're the strongest two. But then I've been winning with both, so like ladder's not the best test of how strong a deck is. At least like climbing back to S rank. But fortunately, it's all been like first few days of the season, so at least you're versus like good players. Alright, Hasuku, the Gauntlet God himself. I don't think I want this. I think this is fine. Like our hand really suits this off to like spewing out, and then this kind of refuels. Worst case scenario, it's our only play next turn. I still think I don't want to have Healing Mystic. Yeah, if I'm gonna do it, I'll do that next turn. Like the only upside is that it like is a amplification target on its own, which is relevant. But so Land Fox can be really tricky to answer in this deck early on. Like if egg morphing feels terrible, and normally they don't even play it in egg morph range, so it's a much more of a problem going. Well, it's always a problem really. Just the way it is. Songhai is probably one of the better matchups against this Magmar. So I think like Songhai may be the third best deck. So like if I'm like my future lineups are probably going to be like something like Vaath, Kara, Reaver is a good chance. Just because like Reaver, it's probably worse than Vaath and Kara at the moment, but it kind of has a decent matchup against both of them. It's not like heavily favoured. I'd say it's probably slightly favoured against Vaath, and like slightly unfavoured against Kara, but it can depend. So I think there's actually a real place for Songhai in the meta. Scorn could definitely be good. If we have a nice curve, we may just keep Earthsphere just because it's Songhai. Don't tell me he's disconnected. No, he's moving around. Okay, he's just roping turn one. Okay. Well, you're about to get Blister and Scorn, buddy. I'll get rid of Earthsphere. Alright, that's a good draw, because now we can play 2 things this turn. I'm not going to bother amplification. I think this is fine. Like, Twin Strike doesn't do that much on this board. Ghost Lightning doesn't really do much on the board either. Phoenix Fire, it's fine. Like, we can find it. We don't need to rush to, like, target. Then we kind of get blown out. Well, not blown out, but Bear Seal's a bit annoying. I'm happy just to play this one. A little bit slower. I really don't like Elka and Lawmaster, like, these days. So much blood to around, and like getting Bloodborne spells is really awkward sometimes. I don't know. Like, obviously it's still good, like most of the time you want to be getting your own spells, but it's just having that extra ability to get your opponent's spells. So I guess we need to really consider our spell ordering in this game, because we know he's running Lawmaster now. And I think it's probably one of those things that like 99% of the time you never play around it, even though like there's often no downside to. So I guess I need to like start actually considering, at least when I feel like I can, like, is there any downside to playing around Lawmaster? And then you do, because like card games have randomness in them, so you always want to be like just like trying to find absolute perfection, and then you can be salty about RNG. That's kind of my rule. So if like I can look back at my replay and say I didn't play around a Lawmaster, like, and there was literally no downside, I think that's a mistake, and that's something I would want to improve. Ooh, okay, that's greedy though against this deck. I guess we leave the Mana Tile and we do Flash Reincarnation this. Or do we do Flash Reincarnation that? Let's do Flash this. We're going to use actually a crap ton of cards here. And then we curve out and we have like the Mana Tile available. Ooh. Well, let's get rid of this. We do this. I reckon I do. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave him on 1 charge. That's the only downside. Well, that's fine. We'll do it on this one so the remainder doesn't die to Phoenix Fire. I think it's probably better, like, than just trying to save an egg. That's fine. Like, he has a lot of targets, and we know he has like a. Where do we want this? I don't know if it doesn't matter. Maybe we want him like, maybe we want here so he's slightly closer to our general. Maybe that's better. God damn, we drew it straight away. I feel like quite a few times today I've been drawing the card like I exactly replaced off Elkion straight away. Probably this is better just so our general's like closer. Like, this being up doesn't actually matter at all. We don't care about our health at the moment. We are low on cards. Maybe this could actually end up being good next time. But you can just see the power of amplification. So good, honestly. And even without Blistering Scorn, it's still like a decent card some of the time. Like, especially with Flash Reincarnation. And that's why Elkion is also really good in this deck. Like, you can like Flash Reincarnation, Amplification, this, and you like gain 2 cards and you spend 2 cards. So basically, you're playing like a 3 mana 4/6 that like costs 1 card. So that's like still above curve. Okay. We get a free 4 wins Magi kill. No, we're probably amplification that, so this is getting bad. Okay. I think we just smoke it out. That seems pretty bad for trade here. Alright, so show me your best 18 damage combo. Okay, we had like a pretty good start this game. He had started with turn 1 at Lawmaster. But I mean, it's only like Fox that really stops us. Like, we don't care about 2-3s, especially going first. Like, they get 1 attack in maybe. You can make them do 2 damage, like, something that doesn't matter that much, and then, yeah, Bloodborne spell. Reaver can definitely be problematic, just because we don't deal well with the... Well, we deal well with the 1/1s with Scorn, but we only have so many, and 4 Winds Magi is a real problem, just because out of range, and if they play well, if they have the initiative... I don't know. It's still a pretty close matchup. You have 3 Earthsphere if they ever decide to go, like, Smork. I probably should have played this here. It's probably better. Like, increase the chances that he stays in range of our general. So a couple minor misplays this turn, this game, I think you could say. Like, all very minor ones, but still a mistake. One more to go. Well, if we win this one, I think I saw Jay when he posted the list. It was either 50 wins or 55 wins to S rank, and this will be my 54th win if I win. So we'll beat Jay by 1, which is always funny. But he might have had 50. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, I think we both were just testing stuff for a lot of the season as well. But getting to S rank, the amount of wins doesn't mean that much. But yeah, it's always funny. It's a good hand. Let's get rid of this. Keep an answer to Eggmorph. Turn 1, turn 2. Maybe get rid of this against Songhai. Play double Heartseeker. One time. Well, actually, that's not as good because now we can't do this turn 1. Let's get rid of this. It's not like good against Songhai. Yeah, this is better. It stops, like, it's not like there's any artifacts. Like, ghost lining and stuff we're probably fine with. I don't know. I find this card hilarious, honestly. So that's like a slight problem, right? But let's play Tegeti, start smoking him. I don't know if we smoke with the general or not. What did I replace this then? Did I not replace this card? What did I replace? Probably incorrect. It's nice art though. I like the art quite a lot. I'm gonna say this. Just because, like, if we're like positioning well, like in a decent position, there's gonna be situations where we can hit him in the face again, and I'd rather like take that 2 damage later when it's gonna mean 3 damage or 4 damage instead of like getting to a situation where I don't feel like I can hit face. Oh, once we get to 20 mana, we can flash reincarnation this out. Value. It's probably the weakest. This and Silver Trace are probably the weakest cards in the deck, but it's been okay. Like, damn. Okay. All right. he's gonna give me a free. Well, it's not free kill, is it? It isn't actually, but like, it's still pretty good. There's a lot of stuff to do this turn. Let's replace this. God, it's a hard turn. How important is egg morphing the sage? Like, I can go like Bob spell kill here, and then like, it's probably bad. Hit phase 8. Alright, let's just egg morph. Feels pretty bad. What you gonna do? I don't know, I think we do this still. That was a really hard turn. Everything was so awkward. We do have to kill the owl beast, I think. All of these things are arcanists, so. But I mean, we missed out on 5 damage. Ghost Lightning. Probably on the small game plan now. Is that getting traded in? If that gets traded in, that feels pretty good. I mean, Tegedi always gets monster value, that's for sure. The thing is, we don't really outvalue these decks a lot of the time. Arcana Songhai, like, you don't outvalue it that easily. Damn, he's playing into Mercantil. That seems like a mistake. Okay, we'll replace Healing Mystic. We'll go for the Mercantil. I was gonna say Never Punished, but we have Lethal. Oh my god. What a play to get to S rank. Oh my goodness. Double. Damn, that was brutal. Feels good. Unfortunately, like, this season's like awkward, right? Because now my rank counts, so maybe I shouldn't have rushed. I don't know if like it's connected to your MMR climbing, because my MMR climbing was 54 wins, so my MMR should be like pretty high, I imagine, if that's how it works. Let's have a look at the match history. 1 loss, 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 1 loss. I think that, yeah. Oh, that one's not very good. 4 loss, and then back to 1 loss. So like 54 wins. Hopefully that's like a good MMR. I don't know if that's how that works. So yeah, like uploading like S rank gameplays like maybe a little bit awkward. I'll probably still do it, like, but I don't. I kind of have to concede that at some point I'm going to have to not play games. I can't like play all the time because it does count for World Championship, and I am going for that. But it's not gonna like stop videos or anything. Like, worst case scenario, I'll like find a really good player and we'll play like a best of 5, or all that other kind of stuff. Or maybe I'll use another account. I don't know. We'll see. But the gameplays definitely will continue. We'll see how that goes. Alright. Definitely gonna do another one with this one. Like, we'll probably go for rank 1 with this at some point as well. So Deck's really strong. Try it out if you want to win games. If you don't like Magmar and you want to win games, play Kara. That's basically it at the moment. I mean, you can play some Spell. Spell is still pretty good. I saw a guy rank 2 with Spell Ice. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on a little bit, but that's the list. Check out No Way It's Jay's list. Check out his Twitter, No Way It's JJ. Very good player and good friend of mine. Yeah, if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you later, guys.